Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Saturday, and yeah, I've been busy trying to work on some stuff that has not come to fruition, and I'll have to try to work on it first thing Monday morning. So we're back to working on some videos, and we're going to be taking a look at Becky's video today that is titled 2 Million Years Later, because Becky's been away from YouTube for a little while, except for a couple of community tab posts, which I meant to cover and just never got around to it. But she'd addressed the things with Destiny and Amber, and then she had mentioned that she was going through a really rough time mentally, and was I think she checked herself into a stress center, I believe, and then also she was concerned about thyroid cancer possibly. So hopefully we'll get some updates on that. I will say that if you do go to see a thyroid specialist, endocrinologist, then if you have a nodule on your thyroid, they will typically send you in for a biopsy just to make sure it's not cancerous. I've had a biopsy on mine, and I've had like 2 or 3 ultrasounds as well to check the sizes of the nodules. So that could be why she was possibly concerned about thyroid cancer. I don't know, maybe she'll tell us. But yeah, I do know Becky has gone live a few times as well in the past week. I haven't had a chance to watch any of those, but let's catch up with Becky real quick. So I do have Becky sped up to 1.25 because she also speaks slowly. If I need to slow that down, I will. But right now, the video is at 1.25 speed. I like her intro.
Hey everybody. It's been a long time.
Right, her volume is a little lower than her intro, so I need to turn her up a little bit here. We'll see how that does.
Having some anxiety today. I've been gone for a while, and I was working a lot. Like, from the last time I'd uploaded my video, I was pulling like 16-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, and it was like back to back. So I was so tired. I didn't have time to really do anything. Time to even really live, actually. And
busy.
January,
It's very hard to have any kind of a social life when you're working that much. It really is.
ended up losing my job.
Oh no.
And my depression and anxiety had gotten so bad at that point. I went and spent 5 days on the 5th floor of the hospital, which is a psych ward. That stay didn't help anything at all. So whenever I got out of that, I started immediately looking for another job instead of trying to focus on my mental health, because I was, I had to pay bills. So I ended up getting another job, and it was the same thing. Basically, I was working 6 days a week. Never really had time to do anything. Never had time to enjoy anything. And it got so, like, it was pretty bad things that happened at that job. Like, I was getting kicked in the shins every day, grabbed by the throat.
Where were you working? Oh my god, what the?
Yeah. So I really couldn't take it there anymore. So I quit there and came back to my old job, and it's still 16-hour shifts. I don't know, but I've got to pay my bills. I've got to be able to take care of myself. But recently I just moved. I moved in with a roommate. He's a really good friend of mine. We work at the same place together. So yeah.
So she's no longer living with Hannah and Rafe. Speaking of Hannah and Rafe, I think it was Rafe uploaded a video that I haven't watched yet. I need to watch that as well. But yeah.
Something else happened within that time too. I bought a car in November, and they told me, we will send you your license plate and your tags in the mail. So I waited and waited, and I called them, and they said, we haven't got to it. We're trying to get to it. Just give us some time. And I gave them plenty of time. Well, my temp tags ran out, and I got pulled over, and I was given a citation and a court date. So I was told if I paid the citation off, I wouldn't have to go to court. I went to pay the citation off, and the officer put an entirely different car on the citation. He put a 2019 Ford Escort, and that's not what I drive. And I had to call him back, and he said, I'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it.
Jeez.
Well, I took that as he was going to fix it all. I wouldn't have the court or anything like that. So I didn't go to court. Well, I ended up backing into my coworker at work, and we had to call the cops. And when they came, they were like, you have a bench warrant. So they had to take me in, get me fingerprinted, mugshot.
Oh my God, poor Becky. What a, oh my God, how crazy.
My dad got me out that day. Like, I didn't have to go sit in a cell or anything. My dad was there before I got there, actually. So me getting arrested caused me to lose my insurance, and I still don't have my insurance. So I've been without one of my medications for a while. It's Lorazepam. I'm on 3 different antidepressants. I take.
Why would getting arrested make her lose her insurance? I don't understand. If her insurance is through work, I don't understand how that would work.
Lorazepam, sertraline, and mirtazapine. And sertraline and mirtazapine is Zoloft and Remeron. I can't remember what the Lorazepam is generic for. So my anxiety and depression has been like out of control lately. And it's like, you know, I expect almost nothing but bad things to happen. And I think that's why my anxiety is so high, because it seems that I always get the crappy end of the deal.
It does seem that way. That is crazy. I would not have taken the police officer saying, I'll take care of it, if she wouldn't have to go to court. I would have taken that as he's just going to fix the ticket to where it has the correct vehicle, and then she has to take care of it.
So, but I've just been insanely depressed. These last few months have been just nothing but struggle after struggle after struggle. And it's about all I expect anymore. It's just a struggle. And
I understand that. I felt that way in my 20s as well, when I was much younger.
Trying to get my brain in the right mode to just simply exist is sometimes it's just an absolute struggle. Like, even with me sitting here right now talking, I'm just so anxious. And as far as talking about my ex,
You can tell it really bothers her to talk about Amberlynn, and she doesn't want to, by the emotion in her face. And I don't blame her one bit. That wasn't a good relationship for Becky. I 100% believe that was an emotionally and financially abusive relationship towards Becky. Amberlynn absolutely held all the power in that relationship.
I don't know if I can date ever again, because I've just got so much trauma and PTSD. And
excuse me, that's sad. That's really sad, because Becky deserves to be happy and to find someone.
You know, coming out of that, I feel I'm ruined from being in relationships, because
no, you aren't ruined, Becky.
I haven't really been with anyone since. And whenever I would try to talk to people just to see where it would go, if it would be, you know, friends or anything more than that, I would slowly stop talking to them. And I feel awful for doing it. But
I think a lot of people do that when they're just kind of talking to people to get to know them. They get busy, they forget to message, and it just happens. It really does. I mean, I've talked to several people over the last few years since I've been single. None of them ever go anywhere, of course. That's probably more on me than them. But I just, yeah, it's dating's hard. Dating's even harder when you're in your 40s.
I'm terrified. I'm so scared that
I
I'm not
understand.
enough and what I
Mm-hmm.
bring to the table isn't what anyone would want.
Mm-hmm. That makes me sad because I mean Becky is enough. And what she can bring to a relationship is what she can bring. She can bring herself and she can be a good girlfriend to someone. And she just needs to find somebody that can appreciate her for her and will be happy. Um, and it makes me sad that she feels that way because she does deserve so much more.
Um, I've been trying to work on like self love and stuff, but it's been so difficult, so hard.
Maybe she needs to watch Amber's videos because Amber's in that self love era. Maybe she can learn from Amber's self love. I'm being sarcastic. Um, I wish Becky would realize that she deserves so much more.
And then it's, looking at the world and the world is going to crap and it doesn't seem like anything is getting better. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Like within the next few years, it's not even going to be possible for anyone to survive, basically.
It's hard.
But I mean, I just feel like I gave everything that I had, and I don't have anything else to give anymore. Because, when you're taking care of someone 24/7, you sort of lose yourself. You lose bits and pieces of yourself
Sure.
trying to give to everyone else. And in that point in my life, I was isolated from a lot of people most of the time. And it
She really was. She wasn't seeing Eric and Ricky much. Hannah and Rafe had separated because of issues with Amber. She was very much isolated. It was just Amber, and she was pretty much Amber's caretaker in 2019. I hate whenever people talk about Amber needing a caretaker, but Becky really was for a good year because Amber was bedbound, and Amber has admitted that she was bedbound. And Becky had to do everything for her. And that's hard on a relationship. And for Becky to be doing that 24/7 I mean Becky totally got the short end of the stick in that relationship. And it was not a good relationship for her, and I feel so bad for her, for what Amber has done to Becky basically.
really hurt some relationships. I have regrets with my mom that I'm
Mm-hmm.
never going to be able to fix, and it kills me.
I understand that.
But I've been pulling away from everybody. My sisters, my friends. I mean, things were hard before between me and my dad, but now it's like I'm not close with my dad like I wish I was.
Mm.
And he don't know anything about me. He don't really know anything about my life, and that's the way he wants it.
Hmm.
I just feel like if he knew who I like, if he really knew who I was, he would hate me. So yeah, I'm really struggling. I've been struggling for the last few months. Constant anxiety 24/7, like I can't get a deep enough breath. I take medicine for it, and the dose was just up like 2 weeks ago, but I don't know if it's really helping or if, you know, my anxiety is based on situational, because it could be.
Could be.
But, you know, I'm trying to get back on my feet right now. I really am. It was just, it's just a lot to try to get through. And I miss YouTube. I miss doing YouTube. I miss having fun with it. It's just so hard to find time. So hard to find time whenever you're constantly running and going and running.
When you're working 12 and 16 hours a day, it absolutely is hard to find the time to record a video, to edit it. I mean, just to think about, what do I want to make a video about? You know, it's a lot of work to do that, and working 16 hours a day, you know, makes it very hard to have any time to do that.
And going for work and for other people. And you never really give yourself a moment's peace. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to come back from this, and it's extremely hard. And it's like the only thing I can really give myself is that I've not given up yet, though I've wanted to. This whole health scare with my thyroid, where I've lost my insurance, I've not been able to get my scans. So, and I've been hurting a lot and through here, like it's sore. It hurts to swallow sometimes. My throat's a little sore. So yeah, I'm worried.
It's interesting. I'm still confused about losing the insurance because she was arrested for something that probably shouldn't even really have been an arrest, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just confused about the insurance thing. I really am. But I hope she gets something figured out.
I'm worried about it. And, you know, a messed up thyroid can also mess with your depression and your energy and all kinds of stuff. My sister just had
your thyroid hormone levels really affect your energy levels. They affect your metabolism, your energy levels. It affects so many things in your body. Yeah.
her thyroid taken out. My great aunts exploded on her like a month ago. So thyroid problems run rampant in my family. And
mine too.
it's like, you know, I've already went through renal failure. And I was losing a bunch of weight. I was doing so good. And I was on this medicine called Ozempic. And I was losing weight, but I wasn't eating because...
Oh my god, Becky was I couldn't get my mouse over there. Becky was on Ozempic. Oh my god. Wow, she is doing the Amberlynn thing at the moment. The Ozempic and now self-love. But you'll notice she's probably gained that weight back because she stopped taking Ozempic, probably. She's probably getting ready to tell us that. Yeah, that's crazy. Ozempic is expensive. I wonder how much of it her insurance paid for.
The thought of food made me sick and made me want to throw up.
That's not good. I mean, it's supposed to suppress your appetite, but I don't think it's supposed to make you never eat because you're nauseous.
And I've known a whole bunch of other people who's been on it and it's made them sick. And after I got over it making me sick, like, yeah, my appetite was shot. I did not have an appetite, but I was losing weight on it. And it was controlling my sugar level. It was controlling my sugar level.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do. It's a diabetic medication.
Once all this happened, they were like, oh, if you have a possibility of thyroid cancer, then you cannot take Ozempic. So I took off that. My depression's been so bad lately that
I wonder if you can go back on it once they figure out if it's thyroid cancer or not.
Everyone around me can tell. I'm just really quiet and reserved, and just so scared 24/7. Existing is difficult and living is scary. But you kind of have to do both. You have to. I mean, there's really not much of a choice.
The alternative is much worse. Um, God, I just feel so bad for Becky.
But to try to keep going when you don't have anything keeping you going forward. And my great niece was born recently, and
Mm,
she was only 24 weeks, and
mm.
she's been struggling bad. She's been struggling. And she was born the beginning of July.
See, 24 weeks, that's 3 months early. That's 6 months. Sounds like she was born 3 months early. That's hard.
And she's still in the hospital, and they're saying that she could be in the hospital up until October or November.
Probably.
So that
She's probably in an incubator where she can finish developing. I was in an incubator for 2 months after I was born. Um, yeah, she's probably going to be in the hospital for a little while, at least probably until September, October.
got me stressed out too. And my other sister's just really going through a lot, and I'm worried about her. And I just feel like there's not a day where I'm not worried. But I do want to thank everyone who has helped me. That fundraiser was absolutely unexpected and greatly appreciated.
Yeah, so there were some members of the Narc Alerts Discord. I don't remember who the members were in there that did I think it was a GoFundMe to raise some money for Becky, and I think it got a couple thousand, like $2,100 or something, um, maybe almost 3,000. I don't remember the exact number, but they were trying to reach out to her to get the money to her, and I think they finally did. Um, so yeah, that was the Narc Alerts community that did that.
Um, I was I was struggling. I think I had like maybe $5 in the bank, and I wasn't getting paid for another 2 weeks. And I lived 40 plus minutes away from my job. Um, I was behind on my car payment. I was so far behind on my car insurance that they canceled my policy and I had to get it reinstated. Um, I'm still behind right now just because I just started this new job and I had to wait 3 weeks without a paycheck, and rent's due, and it's just so much stress right now. But I was so you guys helped me out so much, and it's so appreciative. You kept me from sinking. You kept me from sinking. And it makes me realize that there is good in the world. There is people who
Absolutely, people care about Becky, and people want to see Becky do better in life and succeed and be able to get past Amberlynn, and just because she has so much potential and people want to see her thrive, and she's not able to do that right now.
care, even when I feel like there's not. And it's like I'm not only worried for me, I'm worried for everyone. I'm worried for all of you. I'm worried for everyone on this planet because we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble. And there's so many people out there who don't see it. And it's like, once the rose colored glasses come off, you can't put them back on. You see the world as it is, and you see what's going on. So I'm hoping everybody out there is trying to take care of themselves. And I know you guys are struggling as well. And it makes me worried because I don't know what to do. I wish I could do something. I wish I could help everyone. But I can barely help myself right now. But
you can't help anybody else if you can't take care of yourself. Becky needs to focus on getting back on her feet and taking care of herself and focusing on getting herself better mentally, physically, and financially. Um, I know, she cares about people. She's a very caring person, but she absolutely has to be able to focus on herself right now.
I do appreciate everyone who has stuck around hoping for me to come back. I will try to do what I can. I will try to upload when I can, and I'll try to make it entertaining. But it's been a really hard year and a half. Yeah, year and a half. It's been a really hard last 3 to 4 years, if we're being honest.
Absolutely.
Because in 2019, I was so messed up, so depressed, so I was on so many medications that I was a zombie, and I don't really remember a lot of it. Like ever
And Amber didn't give a shit. And Amberlynn couldn't take care of herself, so Becky was taking care of Amber, and she could barely function herself.
since then and on, it's just been nothing but horrible stuff. And I'm just waiting for the sun to shine again. I don't know when it's going to happen. But thanks to everyone who's listened and is still here watching me right now. And thank you to everyone who's been rooting for me. It means a lot. It means a lot. And it tells me that there is still hope. So thank you guys. And I will see you next time.
All right. Well, I'm glad to see Becky back making videos. She has had live streams with her roommate, I've noticed. Haven't, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I haven't had a chance to watch any of them yet because I was busy. And yeah, it's sad that relationship with Amberlynn messed her up so badly. When all Becky did was try to help Amber and take care of Amber and love her, and she was treated so poorly and just taken advantage of. But I'm glad she got out of the relationship. I really am. It was not a good relationship for her, and I hope she finds happiness. I really do, and I hope things can get sorted out for her and she's able to come out the other side stronger. She's already been super strong going through everything, and I hope everything gets sorted out. But that is what we have for Becky right now, and I hope the updates and the live streams show her doing much better, and I hope she's doing okay, and I hope she is able to make more videos because YouTube videos could be another source of income for her. I mean, this video that we just watched has about 82,000 views on it. So, I mean, even just a little bit of cash coming in from YouTube could be gas money for her just to get to work. So, yeah, I hope she keeps it up, and I hope that she is able to move past the issues with Amberlynn and just get better. But that's all we got for you on this one. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and until next time, be safe and take care.